Good evening, all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the electricity, the basics of electricity, which are very important for us, um, for the examination. So we'll just discuss. Let everyone join the class, and then we start this. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes and then start the session. Yeah. Okay. Right. Again, good evening everyone. This is Anupama, physics lecturer, and today we are going to discuss about the concepts of electricity, the basics of current electricity especially. So we'll just start this session. Um, One second. Yes. Yeah. As I told you, we are just going to discuss about the basic concepts of current electricity, right? So, in current electricity is very important concept. I think you might have heard about this, the importance of current electricity. So, in EAMCET, the percentage of current electricity will be 12 percentage, 8 to 12 percentage. The weightage comes like that. If you see the last year's question paper, it is almost 11 percentage of the total question paper here. So, right. So, here in this session, in this 1 hour session of YouTube, we are just going to discuss what are those basic concepts which actually plays an important role in learning the higher concepts of current electricity. Okay, so what are the basic concepts here? That step by step I'll just tell you. Meanwhile, before we go and study more about the current electricity, you all know that you are just viewing this YouTube session through the Spark Academy online and Spark Academy sessions. You can just join our Spark Academy, like we have Instagram, Telegram, and the Facebook page. You just join there, and then you can have the updation of the courses, the courses which are there, and the offers also you can utilize, which are offered by the Spark Academy, right? So now, getting back to it, in this session we are going to just discuss about the basic thing which plays an important role, that is the charges, right? And how these charges are playing an important role in carrying the electricity. That is the types of materials also we are going to learn here. The types of materials basing on the number of charges present, right? And then the current. Okay, current meaning the units of current and all that. And then here we have after current, the very important concept, that is Lorentz-Drude concept, also we are going to learn here. Like Lorentz-Drude concept tells us, or Lorentz-Drude theory tells us about how what is it tells us the reason behind why the current is able to flow in a conductor and all that. And anyways, we will learn about it. And then the drift velocity, the concept of drift velocity, right? And then potential difference, and if the time permits, then we all know that this potential difference leads to Ohm's law, right? So this is actually the plan what we are going to learn in this session. Okay. So right, these are the concepts we are going to discuss here. Right, as I told you, you are viewing this YouTube session from the Spark Academy. Download the app from the Play Store. You get a number of discounts here on all the courses which are offered by Spark Academy. Okay, and then once you download it from this Play Store, then you can see the home page here. You can see the home page like this. So what our Spark Academy is offering here is we have the handwritten notes, the free handwritten notes, the free study materials we have, previous year question papers, the solved questions, and also the mock test also you can have. Once you download, there is, as I told you, we have different pages. You can just follow our pages for different courses which are offered by Spark Academy, and also you can also contact us here. There will be a phone number or a link here. You can just click on it and then contact the Spark Academy to enroll your names in the academy, right? So the first concept of the current electricity is charge. Okay, like as I told you, charge plays an important role in learning current electricity. Not only current electricity, even usually electricity is divided into two types. The first one is static electricity and the second one is current electricity, right? In both the cases, both static electricity is about the current which is due to the stationary charges, right? The charges which are not moving, okay, the current which is due to the stationary charges, right? And here the current electricity is about the charges which are flowing from one place to another place. Done. So as I told you, charges play a very important role in learning the concept of current electricity, right? So let us now learn about the charge. Charge is the one, we have two types of charges, that is positive and negative charges, right? And everybody, you can give positive and negative charges to anybody while rubbing, while friction and all that. Giving charges to anybody usually is called as electrification, right? But now here in current electricity, the charges flows in a conductor from one place to another place. As I told you, there are types of materials also. Okay, before we go there, the simple charge is represented by Q, and Q is equals to N into E. As I told you, E is nothing but the charge of an electron or a proton. Both are actually same. Electron is negatively charged and proton is positively charged, and this is given by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Okay, the unit of charge is coulomb. Fine. So anybody, like if you want to measure the total charge present on any charged body, whether it is positive or negative, you can just use this formula. Q is equals to N into E, and then you can find out. For example, you want to find out the number of charges which are present on one second. For example, I want to know the number of charges present on 1 coulomb charged body. Then how can you find out? Is equals to N is equals to, from this formula, it is Q is equals to N into E. N is equals to Q by E. So 1 coulomb charged body, we want to find out the number of electrons which are present there, right? So this will be 1 coulomb by, what is the charge of an electron? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Okay. So in this way, you can just find out the number of number of charges present. Depending upon the number of charges, the materials are divided into three types. The materials are divided into first one is conductors. Conductors are those in which, those materials which allow the electricity to pass through. Means they allow the electricity to pass through. Right? And the second one is insulators. Means why they are allowing the electricity to pass through? Because of more number of free electrons. The reason here is more number of free electrons. Okay. So due to the presence of more number of free electrons, they are allowing the electricity to pass through, and those are the conductors. And the examples of the conductors are almost all the metals. Okay. Metals are good conductors of electricity and even the heat also, because metals have more number of free electrons. But even in the metals also, the very good conductors are silver and copper. We use copper for conducting wires. You all know that. Why we don't use silver? Means the only thing is it is expensive. But more than copper, this acts as a good conductor actually. But we use only copper. And the second one is insulators. Insulators are those which have less number of free electrons. Means they don't allow the electricity to pass through. Right? They don't allow the electricity to pass through, and because they have less number of free electrons. See, the allowing the electricity from any material depends upon the number of free electrons only. If number of free electrons are more, okay, in any material the number of free electrons are more, then obviously here what happens is it is easy for the electrical energy, for carrying the electrical energy from one end of the conductor to the other end. Okay, that is the only reason. And in insulators, the number of free electrons are very less. That is the reason why they can't carry the electrical energy from one place to another place, right? And here, non-metals like rubber, okay, and plastic, wood, all these are insulators because they don't allow the electricity to pass through. And the third one are semiconductors. Okay, semiconductors. Semiconductors are those devices which acts as conductors at higher temperatures. Okay, meaning what? Once higher temperatures. Okay, which acts as conductors at higher temperature, but they are perfect insulators at lower temperatures. Means at 0 degrees K we can say. At 0 degrees K, these semiconductors are insulators. Once the temperature starts rising in the material, then they allow the electricity and they act as conductors, right? So what are these semiconductors? Like examples of semiconductors are germanium, silicon, phosphorus. These all are semiconductors. Almost all our electronic goods are semiconductors only. Those are the semiconductors, right? And now, so yeah, as these are about the types of the materials what I have been telling you. Okay, so all the types of the materials now are divided basing on the number of free electrons present in that particular material. Okay, so now we can see here, like as I told you, you can call Spark Academy for admissions, for the courses, for the information of the courses which are offering from the Spark Academy. We have long-term courses, crash courses, mock tests, previous year question papers with solutions, and then tests and the study materials. Like Spark Academy is also offering JEE Mains, NEET EAMCET, IIT Foundation, IELTS, and many more courses. You can just call them and then find out the courses which are offered by Spark Academy, right? So this is the these are few photographs which are shown. They are offering offline classroom coaching. The timings are from 10 to 4 and 6 to 9 p.m. in the evening, right? And then online coaching is also Spark Academy is offering NEET, JEE Mains, and EAMCET. Okay, yeah. And we have live sessions. Even if you are absent for one day, you can just see the live sessions. They are recorded and they are stored in the app. So even if one live session or one class if you are missing, you can just go through the class through the app. That is the advantage of it. Okay, so this is how the page looks like, and we have assignment sessions here, and we have test question papers will be there. You can directly download the question papers and do it, and then yeah, this is how it looks like, right? Huh. So how the teaching process is: the basic concepts, shortcut methods, all model questions, exercise questions, PYQs, chapter-wise tests, weekend tests, grand tests, and test analysis. This is how the cycle is. So now let us come back. We are discussing about yeah, we are discussing about the division of types of materials, isn't it? Basing on the number of charges, right? Now, what does these charges do? In a conductor, these charges carry the electrical energy from one place to another place, right? So while carrying the electrical energy from one place to another place, like they exhibit some energy. I mean, gives out the energy and all that, right? So in a way, we can say that the electric current is nothing but the flow of charges. The total electric current is related to the flow of charges. Electric current is represented by I. I is equals to Q by T, the number of charges flowing per unit time. What are the units of it? The unit of charge is coulomb and the unit of time is second. Coulomb per second is nothing but ampere. Okay, so this is about the electric current, the flow of charges, right? So I is equals to Q by T, or we also have Q as N into E, so we can write N into E by T. So this is how the current can be found out by using this simple formula. And yeah, so this is how the conductors carry the electrical energy from one place to another place, right? But there was always a doubt, like if the conductor, you all know that when you take a simple conducting wire,